Hello guys, this is Gabriel Medusson and this is SchellingTube. After a brief 2 weeks rest, I'm returning with the videos on Schelling's philosophy, and I'm working now with the ideas for a philosophy of nature from 1797. We have a good translation in English, which I found out recently. It's from Errol Harris and Peter Heath, with an introduction from Robert Stern. Well, the ideas are featured in Volume 5, Series 1 of the Historical Critical Edition of Schelling's works. You can also find in the Historical Critical Edition a historical report on the history of sciences which Schelling has studied, particularly physiological theories, chemistry, electricity, and magnetism. The ideas from 1791 were a text that is highly based on the sciences that Schelling had studied at the University of Leipzig when he was a private teacher for the sons of the Baron von Riedesel in the city of Leipzig as well. Schelling stays with them from 1796 to 1798, and then he starts his academic career at Jena in 1798. Schelling studied mathematics with Karl Hindenburg, medicine and nature sciences with Christian Ludwig, and also chemistry with Christian Eschenbach. Schelling started writing the text in the summer of 1796, and he publishes the work in February 1797, before the Eastern Fair, which was a good opportunity to sell books. Schelling's title of the work is an echo of a book from Herder, the Ideen zur Philosophie der Geschichte der Menschheit, which means ideas for a philosophy of the history of mankind. Well, Schelling adopts a conception of matter, which is based on Kant and his metaphysical principles of science of nature, and this is one of the main topics on Book 2. The ideas consist of an introduction, a large introduction, and two books, Book 1 and Book 2. Book 1 presents the history of science. Book 1 presents current results of sciences of his time, experiments and things like that. And he mentions scientists such as Lavoisier, Benjamin Franklin, also Epinos, and others. Kant himself he mentions a lot. And in Book 2 he discusses the idea of matter and a philosophy of chemistry. Schelling has the idea of Geist or spirit, which is passive and active at the same time. The spirit is active as a receptor of nature's activity, but it is active as it elaborates nature's processes with the idea of a consciousness. There is a harmony between spirit and nature that transcendental philosophy studies as a history of the genesis of self-consciousness. The ideas were highly approved at Schelling's time. Goethe was quite fond of them, and also of another Schellingian text which is called On the Word Soul from the Advanced from 1798, which earned Schelling a job. Goethe was quite enthusiastic about Schelling's papers on nature, on philosophy of nature, and he decided to recommend Schelling as a professor at Jena University. Well, Paulus also was really fond of Schelling's ideas. Fichte, he saw that Schelling's appreciation of Leibniz was quite accurate in the introduction, amongst other kinds of receptions. It is worth noticing that Schelling has many philosophical influences in his philosophy of nature, some of which I mentioned earlier in another video, in previous videos, such as Kant, Spinoza, and Plato. but we can also remember the Swabian Pietism. Thinkers such as Friedrich Oettinger and Michael Hahn defended the idea of a mystic of nature. They defended an unity between nature and spirit, and nature was thought as a dynamic principle and a way to reveal God. We will start in the next couple of weeks the preface to the first unit, to the first edition, which is an important text regarding Schelling's conception of philosophy of nature. And then we will go to the large introduction of Schelling's work. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. This is SchellingTube. I will see you later.